Hello, everyone. It's your favorite controversy FGC tuber here. Now, we're going to talk about the big elephant in the room that I've been talking about. It's funny, I mentioned this in the video earlier that I thought it'd be a problem. I was right. And it's about Mortal Kombat's gore. Holy shit. I never thought in the year 2023 we'd be talking about Mortal Kombat gore like it's 1990. But anyways, to see people criticizing Mortal Kombat series for heavy amounts of violence, did they really restart the timeline? Okay, yeah, whatever, not really. MK ain't for everyone. Hell, I roast NRS games relentlessly. They're memes to me, but they're good for the overall ecosystem. They clearly provide a service to the community that they want to provide. They also were 1,000 help push the FGCs, and well, I mean that's just true. That seems a bit out of pocket. But anyways, the whole thing started. Well, I forgot it was a tweet. Yeah, it was Giuna. See if I can find that tweet here somewhere. This is a bunch of Street Fighter stuff. I usually like all the stuff that so I can keep track of it later because Twitter is weird and it'll fuck with your shit if you try to go back to the homepage. But yeah, there's just been a huge controversy about just the gore. And the biggest thing is, I don't know why y'all dogpiling on this. It's a super common opinion with how realistic the gore in MK has gone. A lot of FGC friends who I've mentioned, they're interested in the game but don't want to see such realistic graphics. It's not a bad take or an insult to the game. And yeah, see, here it is. I have negative interest in the series. This is the tweet that started. I have a negative interest in the series, so I don't care to change it, but I hate forced violence and gore in Mortal Kombat. And that's what this is, right? It's just that, and it's true. People in the FGC, a lot of them don't want to play Mortal because of the gore, or they can't because their country just bans it. Like Japan's for a great example, right? And again, and like he says, we're not asking you to change it. Like we get that a good amount of normies and people like it for the gore, right? And that's why to me it is too, right? Like it was a super popular criticism in the 90s. And I'll get into my thoughts on what it is, right? Overall. But yeah, and then it says, I'm muting since it's a bad crowd of people, disheartening. And it's funny because everyone's saying that Street Fighter 6 has gatekeeping. Dude, Mortal Kombat seems to be really bad with that right now. A lot of case with this thread. We can unlike, so it no longer climbs on my timeline. As we see, we have a lot of strats for Street Fighter 6. And there's one more, and it's particularly from Nihongo Gamer, I believe. And that's where we can find my take on it. Now, this video that we're going to show up next is going to be the Mortal Kombat gig size. I think we're done. Okay, cool. And this is where I'll get to my point, so it's fairly quick, right? But the thing is, about Mortal Kombat's graphics, you see, Anime Gamer Freak, Weak Strong, I don't know why this is here, just see, people are just being toxic. A lot of the Mortal Kombat players, even there's one about them talking shit about Mortal Kombat, like, oh, yada, yada. Like, I'll get into that, right? And here's is, it's really cool to see the new Mortal Kombat game, but I'm gonna be honest, the gore is an instant turnoff for me. Is it really that integral to the game, right? And that's where, like, it is and it isn't. It's a gimmick, right? Any fighting game has its gimmick, and Mortal Kombat was the gore. That's what really upbrought it, and what even started the whole, ERSRB shit, right? But, and here's the thing. Is it integral? It used to be when it was a new/fun gimmick and unique. It's something that gets the normies. Just look at the views for all the fatality videos. But lately there has been too much and have lost a lot of their appeal. But the gore is a part of its identity. Heck, it's why I got into Mortal Kombat versus DC. It's why Mortal Kombat versus DC got flack. And yeah, I think that statement alone I made sums up what the gist of it is, right? Like, it is an identity, but the thing, what I want to further expand on that comment is that it was something new, it was something fresh. Mortal fatalities used to be funny, unique, quirky, but now they're just disturbing and a bit too realistic. Like, the problem is when you have people who work on the game have PTSD from working on it. Like, that's not, like, that you can call me a pussy. This and then, you know what? There are some people who are like that even for the 90s version. And you know what? The game's just not for you. Don't give someone shit because gore isn't for them. And I don't really mind. But when I start seeing like brain matter or heart, it's like, it's disturbing. Like, I still play the game, but it's like, it's a turnoff, It's not something that's going to keep me around. And it's funny because Mortal Kombat players want to get booty hurt. It's like, dude, your game is barely a fighting game. Like, it really is. Like, that's a whole nother topic of a video. Like, I'll get into that. But yeah, no, it is a part of its identity. But the problem is that identity is kind of lost. It's not unique. Like in Mortal Kombat Armageddon and the other ones before, you can make your own fatality. We don't have any of that. Now, heck, you have goddamn fatalities behind a fucking paywall. Heck, I love brutalities. Brutalities were a nice innovation, and I like them because they're far away from the screen. They're unique. They're fun. They're the last innovation we've seen in fatalities. Now it's like they just take up time. Like, believe it or not, past the first week or month, no one cares anymore about fatalities. Really? They don't. Like, it literally, Mortal Kombat players can agree with me. And I also want to I mentioned this in the video, I called it, it's just getting too much. How much money you want to bet that it's getting a bit too much, bro? Like, no one wants to see, like, eye twitches or any of that shit. That's just weird. I mean, dude, look, when a full-grown-ass goddamn football player, a man, mind you, black, it seems to be a, so the most stereotypical, black, big football player. If that dude saw fatality, in the Conan show or some shit, and he said, yeah, no, I'm done. Bro, that should be an indicator y'all are doing too much, bro. Like, you all are doing too much. He knew what he got into. He knew about Mortal Kombat. And this was Mortal Kombat X. Not even 11 or 1. So people want to be all stupid about the gore. Like, my problem is not even the gore. It's y'all doing too much. Y'all are doing too much. It's not even fun or creative. Like, I hope one goes back to its roots with having something cool and fun. Heck, Sugar Punch made a god tier video about this. I'll put it here at the end of the video. And that's it. That's all my thoughts. Like, I'm going to get one regardless of it's not like, I just hope they give you the option to turn it off. Actually, like, I think it's dumb that that should be put in. I think it should never be. It's a Mortal Kombat game, but it's gotten to the point where, like, that honestly should be an option. Heck, it'd be great for countries like Japan. That means they could actually play Mortal Kombat. So please, NRS, if you watch this, make that an option. Like, turn off fatalities. Like, or make the blood turn into sweat. You did it for the Sega Genesis. I don't know why you couldn't not do it now. It would make your game more accessible, and especially with the esports scene right now. Because believe it or not, NRS is okay at supporting their scene. You know, and I'll get into that in another video, but that's it. I don't want to go off too long. You know, and that's all it is. Nothing crazy. Just y'all gotta chill with that shit, bro. That shit's fucked up, bro. I ain't trying to see no one get actually choked out and see their eyes roll behind their fucking head, dude. That's fucked up.